What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here. Welcome back to my F1 2016 career mode. This is the Austrian Grand Prix. If you're new to my channel, do remember to hit that subscribe button. And I just want to point something out. I am going on holiday on the Monday coming up for a week, which is no good when I'm trying to complete this career mode before F1 2017. So I've got to get like 13 videos out in around 26 days, which is going to be very tricky. So I will be setting up for videos to appear in your subscription screens while I'm away. I haven't done that before, but I'll be looking to get 2 or 3 out for you if possible. So looking forward to this race. We're getting closer and closer to the rest of the field in terms of vehicle performance, but I feel like that graph kind of deceives you a little bit because I don't think Red Bull are that much quicker than us. It might be 1 or 2 upgrades and we're getting very close to fully upgrading the car, and it just feels great. It's a very satisfying car. Even last time out in Baku, a track I'm not really amazing at, we finished in P4. I'd recommend you do check that video out. A very entertaining race, pretty crazy as well. But looking forward to Austria. It's usually an alright track for me. I'm not great at qualifying, but this car with a couple of upgrades has become so satisfying to drive. We had all the struggles of last season, but like the last few races this season, it's been brilliant. Into qualifying, our first run here, we're currently only 2/10 off after 2 sectors, so it did fill me with confidence, and that middle sector there, the quick chicane, was actually pretty decent to drive. So come to the line, are we going to be anywhere close first position early on in Q1? It's P4, 6/10 off, which isn't a bad effort first up. I noticed we were P14 with about 3.5 minutes to go. I was thinking, I might skip to the end of the session. It's a bit tight, only 1/10 in it, but I was thinking, really, are they all going to improve? If they actually did, it dropped us down to P18, so lucky I did put in another lap, but we actually weren't improving. We're actually very close to our delta time, so if it's an improvement, it's only going to be a small one, but I don't think we're even going to improve. We don't, so it looks like we're starting in P18, so it's a little bit of a shame we couldn't get out of Q1, but you can just see how close it is. It's absolutely incredible, like 4/10 behind Kevin Magnussen in P11. And we only missed out by 100th of a second from Danny Kvyat, so hey, we're right in the mix then. It's going to be a very exciting race in Austria, and we can see it's a nice sunny day and looks like it's going to be sunny throughout the race. So yeah, strategy is going to come into it, and I feel like we're going to be very competitive. The mid-pack, I've got to say, this season is so exciting. The mid-pack, I feel like I've said a few times, I feel like 9 teams could win a race. It's absolutely incredible. So enjoyable as well. I'm so glad Codemasters implemented that, like, with upgrades and everything in career mode. Makes it so much more exciting. So, here we go with Crofty with the grid for the race.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Carlos Sainz starts his Toro Rosso from pole position, and P2 goes to Daniel Ricciardo, a strong showing from the Australian. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hülkenberg, Perez, Max Verstappen and Kvyat, Palmer, Massa, Magnussen and Kimi Räikkönen, Rosberg, Vettel, Lewis Hamilton and Wehrlein, Haryanto, Gutierrez, Valtteri Bottas and the Sauber, Alonso and Grosjean, Jenson Button and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid.
Thanks, Crofty, and we can see in terms of strategy, it's actually not going to be sunny all the way through. Around halfway it's going to start raining, and then heavy rain by the end of the race. So that's going to make things interesting. I thought, where am I going to go in terms of strategy? I'm going to start on the super soft. I'm going to try and time the pit stops in line with the weather, so super soft again, hopefully anticipating the rain. But we're building up 5 lights and it's light out, and away we go. We get a great start compared to Gutierrez. He's bogged down quite a bit there, so that's an easy position. Our starts have been so much better the last few races. I think I've finally mastered them for this game, but it's come quite late. And oh my god, where's Perez come from? He just randomly come back onto the track and took out a manner there, and we just gained a few positions. We only just avoided that. That was really weird because I just saw to the right Perez appearing from absolutely nowhere. So Perez here gets an absolute monster of a start up the inside. This is not going to end well, as we know. Skipping over turn 1, contact with the Red Bull, comes back onto the track, right back on the racing line. Come on, Sergio, that's awful. It's helped us, but that's awful driving. And the unlucky victims were a manner, I think, of Wehrlein and the Williams here, Valtteri Bottas. So what happened? The Force India comes on. Whoa. The manner goes flying up in the air. Innocent victim Bottas. So unlucky there. So this is the manner of Wehrlein. So it's getting tasty into turn 1. Perez just turns in front of him. He actually jumps up in the air, hits his teammate, Ah, that's just not cool, Perez. He deserves a drive-through penalty there. The AI going very slow here at turn 2. We go up the inside of Haryanto. Vettel gets much better traction on them ultra softs, but we're not that far behind him, so we might be able to go for the overtake, as we do have great straight line speed. Like my setup and the combination of that and this car, absolutely fantastic at the moment. This car is the worst in this career, but it's starting to feel very enjoyable, so yeah. I just can't wait to feel the car with all the upgrades. It's going to be amazing in Abu Dhabi at the end of the season when we get all the upgrades. So, lap 2 now, the AI battling quite hard. It's Hamilton, Raikkonen, and I think Nico Rosberg ahead of them. So it's getting pretty testy. The AI, I just don't trust up here. They get very close to each other. A number of crashes over the season. So I'm very wary about them. We go a little bit wide, try and go for a different line here. Vettel tries to go up the inside, but we get better traction than Raikkonen. He's moving all over the track here. We've got the slipstream though. Which way are we going to go? Left or right? It looks like we're going to try and go up the inside of Raikkonen. It's a huge lock up from the fin there, but I think we've got the move done. Brilliant. The car is so stable under braking these days. It's a joy to drive, and we can actually go for late braking overtakes. The AI like to go side by side around this Red Bull ring, and it really does slow them up. So Magnussen's made contact with Massa as well. Massa's having a great race. He hasn't scored so far this season, but he's right up there and definitely holding these guys up. The two Mercedes as well. We're going to look for a gap here. We're going to go up the inside of Rosberg as he leaves the door open. This is how you turn into this corner, Nico. Yeah, 2016, no comments about that, but DRS, so we power past Rosberg. We might have to defend from him. Hamilton's getting very close to Magnussen ahead of us. Is he going to go for the move? No, he's not. He settles in behind the Renault driver, but Massa is really bunching up this pack here. It's usually me causing trains like this, but into the final sector, penultimate corner, Hamilton goes up the inside. You don't really see that many overtakes there, so great move by Lewis, but that's halted Magnussen's momentum. So we've got DRS. He also has DRS, but do we have superior straight line speed? I wasn't sure if I was going to go for the move into turn 1. Oh, Magnussen broke a little bit early there. Luckily we didn't get any damage to our front wings, so yeah, we lose a bit more momentum, and it looks like we might not go for the move here. Rosberg's putting me under pressure, and Hamilton's going for the move round the outside of Massa. Is this going to affect the cars around us? Magnussen is not great on the power. We seem to be getting better traction than the AI at the moment. Traction's another big thing for this car. Very satisfying, and we're just making the most of these fresh tyres. We've got the run. Are we going to go up the inside into turn 3? And this could be P8. And we've done it again. That's a move we've perfected 3 times now. So, yeah, things are looking good. Massa's looking a little bit slow now. And he just looks really slow here. Surprisingly, he goes into the pits. I think that's probably a little bit early for the ultra softs, but it gets very tricky there. One car coming into the pits, one car staying out, and you just have to brake just in case. And yeah, this is me struggling to get on the power, and looks like Magnussen's actually got a run because of our poor exit. Is he going to go for the move into turn 1? He's got great speed there. Later on the brakes, a bit of tyre to tyre contact side by side. I think we've defended P7 here, but things are going to get very close here, and I don't trust the AI up here, so I'm going to leave as much space as possible as I see Kimi. So I move all the way to the right. I really did get concerned here. Raikkonen, oh, squeezed us. I think we were 3 wide there. Raikkonen's gone off the track actually. I'm not sure if he made contact with Magnussen or Rosberg there, but we finally shook them off our tail there. That was very close. There's a lot of cars very close to each other, and it does concern me, the AI up there. So we made slight contact. Raikkonen got a great toe there. Double toe there. Up the hill. Late on the brakes. Squeezes us a little bit. We give him a little push. And I think he gets a nudge from the Renault on the left-hand side. We'll have to see on board with Magnussen here. So luckily we went 3 wide up there. Otherwise that could have got very tasty. Magnussen's very late on the brakes there. Round the outside of Kimi. Yeah, Kimi pushes him off the track. I think I left enough room there. But yeah, those drivers, most of them lost momentum. We're now up to P2, struggling off that curb. That's a very tricky curb. You try and get on the power and it just spits you out. So the ultra soft runners are all into the pits. It's Hamilton leading for myself and then Rosberg. So we'll be staying out quite late. We'll probably be staying out till around lap 10 to 12. 2 stints on the super softs, and hopefully the rain will be out by then. So we'll maybe save a pit stop against some other drivers. Rosberg seems to be making those soft tyres work quite well now as our tyres start to go off. We don't really fight it. There's no point going side by side down here. And we probably would be better off just following Rosberg. He seems to have a pretty decent pace. But on lap 10 here, there is a yellow flag. Haryanto is out the race, and I could have reacted there. I was thinking of pitting, but I decided to carry on for another lap. We'll see a replay of what happened in a second. I think he was in the position behind us as well in P4, and his engine is blown up, and it blows up right in the face of the Haas drivers, and he is going in the pit entry. Like, this is not good driving. Look, he just totally blocks the Haas there. If someone's going into the pits, they've got absolutely no chance to react. And the virtual safety cars come out. We just passed the pits as well. We could have actually gone in for the super softs. That would have worked out absolutely perfectly. This is me not paying attention. Getting distracted because I saw Ericsson's in the pits. You son of a bitch. You've timed that absolutely perfectly. So we actually come in on the next lap when the VSC has ended. So Ericsson might have profited very well because he was the only one to pit for that virtual safety car. So it's going to be interesting to see how we... where we come out compared to Ericsson, because he was around, I think it was about 6 or 7 seconds behind us, so he wasn't that far away. We're going to come out on a set of ultra softs. It's meant to start raining in about 10 minutes. I think I got told a few minutes ago. And where's Ericsson? There's Ericsson. Oh my god, that's worked out so well for him. He's actually jumped me. Great strategy from the Sauber guys, from Marcus. Suiting the number 2 driver, but he's on super soft. I'm on ultra soft. He's getting blocked. I go in far too deep there, but we get super traction here. Look at this. We're going to get DRS. Ericsson obviously has DRS as well, so we're battling side by side with our teammate. This doesn't happen too often, so you've got to savour it, guys. And we're obviously going to get the better of Marcus, but Magnussen side by side with Perez. There's contact. Perez is off the track. Magnussen pushed him off there. We've got Perez. We're looking to take Magnussen. Can we go for the triple overtake here? No, we can't, but yeah. The AI recently, I've got to say, they don't respect each other that much. They push each other off the track, crash into each other. It's just absolute carnage at times. And when they do try and race wheel to wheel like this, they slow each other up so much. Look at Bottas and Raikkonen. Oh, we've just got to avoid Bottas there. We took Magnussen into turn 1. Now we're side by side into the danger zone. And we've got the momentum here. Magnussen's giving us a nudge there. We're going to give him room once again. And he's turned us into the wall. We're out. Suspension is broken. It's a huge impact. We're flying through the air. The car's nearly flipped. And we've been absolutely bamboozled there. It's game over. I was devastated because we were having a fantastic race. We were looking great for huge points there. We get smashed into the wall. Broken suspension, I think, against the Williams. So Bottas here side by side with Raikkonen into turn 1. He loses out. I'm coming on the right, but Magnussen gets a double toe. He follows through. And do we go 3 wide? Yes, this time we go 3 wide. And Magnussen turns into me, puts me into the barrier, puts me into the Williams, and the Williams breaks my suspension. I was absolutely devastated with this. A huge chance of big points has just gone out the window because Magnussen, he turns in there. No! Follow the track. Don't turn right into me, and I go absolutely flying. It makes a great thumbnail, but it doesn't make for a great result. Oh, guys, it's huge. We go straight into the barrier. Whack there. Then we follow the barrier down, and we nearly flip over. I wish Codemasters would continue the replay for longer. We want to see the end of the crash. We really do. This is Magnussen. He just doesn't turn, does he? He goes straight into me. There's nothing I can do there. I'd left the space like I did with Raikkonen before because I know the AI is suicidal down here. Every season there is a crash down into turn 2, and I think that could be like the 3rd season I've crashed down there. Never out the race, so absolute devastation. We are out. So in that situation, you've just got to admit it's game over. So Lewis Hamilton won that Grand Prix with a 1 stop. It did actually rain at the end. I'm not really sure how that would have worked out for us. I feel like we would have had a shot at some decent points as well. So that didn't work out well. Ericsson actually finished 15th, which is a really good finish for him. Only 43 seconds off the lead as well. So yeah, that's a great performance from Marcus, and he's definitely beaten us there, of course. But yeah, in the driver's standings, we'll have a look how much damage we took. We've dropped down to P9, but we're still there and thereabouts. We could get involved in the battle for the top positions, but yeah, we need to keep up consistency, not crash out, and just yeah, keep scoring them consistent points. So we'll have a quick look at the constructors as well after this. But yeah, in terms of videos while I'm away, I'm going to try and get 2 more out, 2 or 3 if I can. So they'll be in your sub boxes. Definitely look out for them. I think probably Tuesday, Friday, and then maybe Monday again. I don't know the schedule yet. There's the constructors, looking very interesting for the top 5 teams. So if you have enjoyed this video, please do leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already to my channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time out. Goodbye.